You looked in the mirror this morning. Did it surprise you just a little? Maybe your skin looked more tired than you remember. Maybe you saw lines that didn't seem to be there last week. It's not just aging. It's your skin calling for help. And here's the truth. What you feed your body matters more than the creams you put on. If your skin renews every 28 days, imagine what could happen if you finally gave it the right tools to thrive. Let's be real. If you're over 50, you've probably looked in the mirror and wondered, when did that line show up? It happens. Creams can help a little, but real change starts from the inside. Science shows that most visible aging isn't just from age. It's from stress, sun damage, and not getting enough nutrients. The good news is your skin renews itself every 28 days. With the right support, you can help it look fresher, brighter, and more alive again, naturally and consistently. You're doing the right things, using moisturizer, staying out of the sun, maybe even using anti-aging creams. And yet, your skin still feels dull, tired, like it just doesn't bounce back. That's not just age. It's your skin lacking what it truly needs, support from the inside. Think about it. You water a plant's leaves, sure, but if you don't nourish the roots, it won't thrive. Your skin works the same way. It needs vitamins, hydration, and rest to rebuild. And here's the kicker. Your skin has the power to renew itself every 28 days. That means small changes can bring big results. It's not about doing more. It's about doing what matters. The real fix starts beneath the surface. You just need to give it the right tools and a little time. Let's talk about vitamin A, often called the skin's repair crew. Imagine your skin like an old house. Over time, it cracks, fades, and weakens. Vitamin A steps in like a renovation team, clearing out damaged cells, patching what is worn, and encouraging new, healthier skin to come forward. Retinoids are the broader family, but most people over 50 should start with retinol. It is gentle, effective, and less likely to irritate. Take Janet, for example. She is 60. She used to skip mirrors entirely. "I don't recognize myself anymore," she told me. We started simple. Just a pea-sized dab of retinol every third night, always followed by calming moisturizer. No ruse, just consistency. By week 5, her husband noticed. "You look rested," he said. By week 8, her skin looked smoother and she smiled more. Not because of magic, but because she felt like herself again. The truth is, you do not have to rely only on creams. Your diet can be just as powerful. Liver is the richest source of vitamin A, but I get it. Not everyone loves that. Sweet potatoes, carrots, spinach, and pumpkin are all packed with beta-carotene. That is the plant version your body turns into usable vitamin A. It is a gentler, long-term approach. And let me say this, what you eat shows up on your skin eventually. Every bite is either building you up or wearing you down. Now here is something important. Vitamin A is fat-soluble. That means your body stores it, and too much, especially from supplements, can be harmful. You do not want to overload your liver or weaken your bones. So talk to your doctor before taking high-dose supplements. Keep it safe. Keep it smart. Also, if you're using topical retinol, timing matters. Always apply it at night. Retinol makes your skin more sensitive to sunlight, and UV exposure during the day can undo all the work you just did. And yes, wear sunscreen every single day, even when it is cloudy. Your future self will thank you. Vitamin A is one of the most trusted anti-aging nutrients out there. Dermatologists love it for a reason. It helps fade dark spots, soften fine lines, and restore firmness. But here is the catch. It does not work overnight. You have to stick with it. Be patient. Trust the process. Your skin is not broken. It just needs time, support, and the right tools. So, whether you start by adding more orange and green vegetables to your plate or by introducing a gentle retinol cream into your routine, just start. Your skin is ready to renew itself. All it needs is your permission and a little consistency. And honestly, that is a lesson that applies far beyond skincare. Remember, showing up for your skin daily is a form of self-respect. Your reflection is not about youth, it is about vitality. Now let's talk about vitamin D, the one people think is only about bones. But here's the surprise. It plays a big role in your skin too. It is what I like to call the invisible architect. You do not see it working, but it is there, laying down the foundation, keeping the structure strong. As we age, our skin gets thinner, drier, and slower to repair. Sound familiar? Low vitamin D levels might be part of that picture. Here is something not many people know. After 60, your skin's ability to make vitamin D from sunlight drops significantly. So even if you're outside often, you might still be deficient. And if you're wearing sunscreen, which you should, that further blocks vitamin D production. It is a bit of a catch, right? You're protecting your skin from UV damage, but accidentally limiting the vitamin that helps it stay resilient. I remember a patient, Carol, in her early 70s. Her skin was flaky, her wounds healed slowly, and she felt like no lotion ever worked. We ran a blood test. Her vitamin D was way below optimal. With her doctor's help, she started a low-dose supplement and added more vitamin D-rich foods into her meals. Within 2 months, her skin felt less tight and had a healthy glow again. She was amazed. What foods help? Think salmon, sardines, and mackerel. Eggs too. And here's a tip. Not all mushrooms are equal, but those exposed to sunlight while growing can be great sources. If you're vegetarian or vegan, look for fortified dairy or plant-based milk with added D. Also, pairing vitamin D with healthy fats like avocado or olive oil helps your body absorb it better. There is also a neat bonus. Vitamin D helps calm inflammation, and that means less redness, less itching, and better tolerance to skincare products. It is like giving your skin a buffer against the daily stressors it faces. And when inflammation is under control, collagen production can work more efficiently, too. Now, before you run to buy a supplement, hold up. Not everyone needs the same amount. Some people get enough from food and sunshine, while others do better with a little extra. A simple blood test can tell you where you stand, and your doctor can help you decide what is safe. Remember, vitamin D is fat-soluble, so more is not always better. Think of it this way. Vitamin D is not flashy. It does not give you that overnight glow, but it lays the groundwork for stronger, healthier skin that can heal itself. That kind of foundation matters, especially when you're looking to age with strength and grace. So, if your skin feels dull, dry, or slow to recover, ask yourself if vitamin D might be missing from the equation. A little sunlight, some good food, and smart habits can make a quiet but powerful difference. Your skin is not just surviving. It wants to thrive, and vitamin D is one of the keys to making that happen. Let's take a moment to talk about vitamin B3, also known as niacinamide. If you have never heard of it, that is okay. But after today, you're going to remember it as one of your skin's best friends. Think of niacinamide like a bodyguard for your face. It does not shout or sparkle, but it stands quietly in the background, keeping everything together. It locks in moisture, evens out skin tone, and helps your skin handle the daily stress it faces, pollution, dryness, makeup, and more. As we age, our skin's natural barrier weakens. That is why your skin might suddenly feel more sensitive than it used to, or why products that worked fine 5 years ago now make you red or itchy. Niacinamide helps rebuild that barrier, making your skin more resilient. It boosts ceramide production. Those are the natural fats your skin uses to stay plump and hydrated. And when that outer barrier is strong, everything just works better. Let me tell you about Lillian. She was 65 when she first came to me. Her words were simple. my skin looks tired. And honestly, she looked like many of us feel: dull, dry, and a little defeated. We started her on a basic routine: a gentle cleanser, a moisturizer, and a niacinamide serum in the morning. Nothing fancy. Within 4 weeks, she told me, I caught my reflection and didn't cringe. Her cheeks looked a bit fuller, her tone more even, and she smiled more. That is the power of small, steady change. Niacinamide is also great for brightening. It helps fade those dark spots that pop up over time: age spots, sunspots, post-acne marks. It does not bleach your skin. It simply helps balance pigment production. And unlike harsher ingredients, it plays well with others. You can layer it with your moisturizer, sunscreen, even vitamin C. It is flexible, low maintenance, and very effective. Now let's talk food. Niacin, the nutrient form of B3, is found in turkey, chicken, brown rice, peanuts, and legumes. So yes, what you eat matters. But topical use really shines here. Most over-the-counter serums have between 2 to 5% niacinamide, which is enough to get visible results without irritation. And the best part? It is gentle, really gentle. If you have ever felt like your skin reacts to everything, this might be your solution. It is one of the most well-tolerated ingredients in skincare, making it perfect for sensitive or mature skin. So here is what I want you to remember. Niacinamide is not loud or trendy, but it works. It protects, repairs, and strengthens your skin in quiet but meaningful ways. And if you're looking for a way to feel good in your skin again, to bring back a bit of that natural glow, this is a great place to start. Add a few B3 rich foods to your meals. Try a simple serum in your morning routine. Give it a few weeks. You might not notice a change overnight, but one day you will catch your reflection and smile. And that moment, that is worth everything. Now let's dive into vitamin C, often called the glow vitamin, and for good reason. This one does a little bit of everything, but its biggest role is supporting collagen. If you think of your skin like a mattress, collagen is the springs underneath that keep it firm and bouncy. When collagen breaks down, that is when sagging, fine lines, and that tired, crepey texture start to appear. And guess what? Vitamin C is the spark that keeps those springs strong. Vitamin C also acts as a powerful antioxidant. That means it fights off the free radicals, those unstable molecules that attack your skin every day from pollution, stress, and UV exposure. When left unchecked, free radicals accelerate aging, leading to dullness, spots, and even a rough texture. But with enough vitamin C, your skin has a fighting chance. It stays clearer, brighter, and more even. Let me tell you about Linda. She is 58 and used to love sleeveless blouses, but over the years, her arms and neck developed crepey, fragile skin. It just doesn't look like me anymore, she said. We looked at her diet and saw she was barely getting any vitamin C. No citrus, very few fresh fruits or vegetables. We started with baby steps, adding strawberries to her breakfast, bell peppers to her lunch, and a small daily vitamin C supplement. 6 weeks later, she showed up wearing a sleeveless blouse. Her skin wasn't perfect, but it looked alive again. She was glowing from the inside out. Here's the science behind it. Your body cannot produce vitamin C on its own, and it doesn't store it either. That means you need to get some every single day, either through food or supplements. Some of the best sources? Think citrus fruits like oranges and grapefruits, berries, kiwi, and vegetables like broccoli and red bell peppers. A colorful plate is usually a good sign that you're getting a healthy dose. Vitamin C also helps fade dark spots by slowing down melanin production. That means more even skin tone, fewer age spots, and a healthier glow overall. And here's a bonus. Vitamin C helps support tiny capillaries under your skin, which deliver oxygen and nutrients to keep everything working well. That is why dull skin sometimes looks woken up after vitamin C gets added to the mix. Topical serums can be great too, especially if they contain stabilized forms of vitamin C. Look for products with ascorbic acid in concentrations around 10 to 20%. Just remember to store them away from sunlight, as vitamin C can break down easily. And always apply sunscreen, because even the best antioxidant works best when you protect your skin. Another great trick? Pair vitamin C with vitamin E. They work like a tag team, each one making the other more effective. Together, they offer stronger protection against aging and environmental damage. That combo can do wonders. So here's the takeaway. Vitamin C is not just for when you have a cold. It is one of the most powerful tools you can give your skin. It helps build, protect, and repair. And it does not take much, just a few smart habits and a little consistency. You do not need a shelf full of fancy products. Sometimes a glass of orange juice and a bit of awareness are all it takes to start seeing the light come back into your skin. Let's talk about vitamin E, your skin's bodyguard. While vitamin C gets all the fame, vitamin E is the one quietly working behind the scenes, protecting your skin and locking in the moisture it desperately needs. As we get older, one of the first things people complain about is dry, tight, or papery skin. And honestly, that dryness is often your skin's way of saying, help me hold on to hydration. Vitamin E lives in the outermost layers of your skin. Think of it like a soft, invisible shield that protects you from the sun, pollution, and harsh winds. It also helps prevent damage to elastin, the protein responsible for your skin's bounce and stretch. When that elastin breaks down, everything starts to sag. But when vitamin E is there, your skin stays more resilient. Let me share George's story. He spent years working outdoors as an architect. Lots of sun, not a lot of sunscreen. By his 60s, his skin was rough and brittle, almost like sandpaper. We started simple. He added almonds and sunflower seeds to his snacks, drizzled olive oil over veggies, and used a light vitamin E facial oil at night. A few weeks in, he told me, it feels like my face is drinking again. His skin was no longer tight or flaky, and he finally looked as relaxed as he felt. Now, here is the thing. Vitamin E is fat-soluble, meaning your body stores it. That can be a good thing, but it also means you should not overdo it with supplements. Most people get enough from food, and if you're adding a topical oil or cream, that usually does the trick. Only go beyond that if your doctor recommends it. Good sources of vitamin E include almonds, hazelnuts, sunflower seeds, spinach, and avocado. Whole, real foods. And when you eat those foods with healthy fats, like olive oil or salmon, you help your body absorb and use the vitamin E even better. Topically, vitamin E oils can be incredibly soothing, especially if you have dry patches, mild irritation, or are recovering from too much sun. Just apply a few drops to damp skin at night, or mix it with your moisturizer. Some people also use it to help soften scars over time. And because it is so gentle, it is a great option for mature or sensitive skin. Another bonus? Vitamin E teams up beautifully with vitamin C. When used together, these two antioxidants amplify each other's effects, offering stronger protection and better repair. That's why you will often find them paired in high-quality skincare products. Think of them as a dynamic duo guarding your glow. So if your skin feels tight, flaky, or just a little lifeless, don't rush out for the most expensive cream. Instead, look at your plate and your routine. Are you giving your skin what it needs to stay supple and strong? Add some E-rich foods to your day. Use a simple oil a few nights a week. Keep it consistent. You do not need complicated steps. You just need a little care and the patience to let your skin do what it is meant to do. Protect you beautifully. Let's talk about one of the most underrated vitamins for your skin, vitamin K. You do not hear about it as often, but trust me, it deserves a spot in your skincare conversation. Vitamin K is what I like to call the quiet healer. It works behind the scenes to help with things like under-eye circles, redness, bruising, and spider veins. If you have skin that looks fragile or blotchy, vitamin K might be missing from your routine. One of the biggest signs of vitamin K deficiency is visible capillaries or skin that bruises too easily. As we age, our blood vessels become more fragile. That is why many of us start to notice broken veins around our nose, cheeks, or legs. And those stubborn dark circles under the eyes? Sometimes they're caused by blood pooling under thin skin, and vitamin K can help by strengthening the tiny vessels and improving circulation. Let me tell you about Anne. She is in her late 60s and came in frustrated about the constant purplish shadows under her eyes. She said she looked tired even when she wasn't. After ruling out allergies and sleep issues, we added more vitamin K-rich foods in her diet: kale, spinach, and a few drops of olive oil to help with absorption. We also added a gentle vitamin K cream to her evening routine. Vitamin K also helps your skin recover faster after procedures. That is why plastic surgeons and dermatologists often recommend vitamin K creams after fillers, laser treatments, or surgery. It helps reduce swelling and speeds up the fading of bruises. It is like having a recovery coach built into your skincare. Now, where do you get it? The best natural sources are leafy greens. Think kale, Swiss chard, spinach, collard greens, and even broccoli. But here is the key. Vitamin K is fat-soluble. That means your body needs some healthy fat present to absorb it properly. So, drizzle olive oil on your salad or pair your greens with some avocado or salmon. It is a delicious and effective combination. Supplementing with vitamin K is not usually necessary unless your doctor recommends it. But using a topical cream with vitamin K can be especially helpful if you're dealing with dark circles or want to speed up healing after skin procedures. Just apply it gently around the eye area or wherever needed. So why is this vitamin often overlooked? Maybe because it does not promise instant glow or dramatic transformations. But what it does offer is strength, repair, and balance, especially for mature or sensitive skin that needs gentle support. Here is what I want you to take away. Sometimes the most powerful changes come from the smallest adjustments. Adding a serving of greens to your dinner. Choosing a cream that works with your skin instead of against it. Supporting your capillaries so they stay strong and out of sight. Vitamin K is not flashy, but it is dependable. And sometimes that is exactly what your skin needs to look calm, clear, and confident again. Let's step back for a moment and look at the big picture. Everything we have talked about, vitamin A, D, B3, C, E, and K, is part of a much bigger story. Your skin is not just something you treat from the outside. It is a reflection of how you care for yourself every day. That means more than just products. It means drinking water, getting real sleep, eating foods that nourish, and taking time to breathe. For example, a warm cup of bone broth, a handful of almonds, or 5 minutes of facial massage at night can go a long way. These are not quick fixes. They are quiet habits, and together they create real change. Glowing skin is not just about looking younger. It is about looking like yourself, but well-rested, well-loved, and well-supported. That is the kind of beauty that shows up slowly but lasts. And honestly, that is the kind that matters most. Let's wrap this up with something simple and real. Your skin is always working for you. Every 28 days, it tries again. It asks for what it needs: nutrients, rest, hydration, care. When you give it those things little by little, it shows. Maybe not in one day, maybe not even in 1 week, but over time, you start to recognize yourself again. The glow comes back. The softness returns. You begin to feel at home in your skin. And that feeling is not about turning back the clock. It is about honoring where you are and giving yourself what you truly deserve. Your skin doesn't need you to be perfect. It needs you to be present. Whether that means choosing water over soda, adding more greens to dinner, or just getting to bed earlier, it all matters. Aging well is not about being flawless. It is about being faithful to your health, your habits, and the kindness you show your body each day. Now it is your turn. Let me know in the comments. Are you already using any of these vitamins? Or is there one you are curious to try after today? If this video gave you something to think about, give it a like and share it with a friend who might need it too. And hey, if you want more tips like this, practical, kind, and backed by real science, subscribe and stick around. You deserve to feel confident in your skin at every age.